tell you what, we just got done wrapping up a very good interview.
What interview?
The interview in which we're talking about, you guys at home are going to have to find out. Because I can guarantee you one thing. It is a very prominent individual within. What's up, everybody? My name is Blake Collins.
You got the great Will. Last week's volleyball game.
Ah, okay.
Man, I haven't been to a volleyball game in so long. So long. And just to see how GRU went in, that was kind of sloppy.
Mm-hmm.
You know, they was kind of sloppy in the first two sets. But that last one, do you know what happened?
Shoot, man, tell me about it, man. I was just as stunned as you were.
GRU had the lead. Limestone came back. Tied the game up. Final score was 31-29, if I...
31 to 29. And remember, y'all, in volleyball, you have to win by two points. Not only that, but they went into 6 sudden deaths in this matchup in the third game. We've got a couple of home games coming up this weekend. We've got one at 7 o'clock on Friday. Tell us a little bit more about that.
That's right. Friday, the Jaguar volleyball team, women's team, off to a 5-1 start. They're hosting the Peach Belt Conference opener against Columbus State Cougars. That is here, 7 p.m. at Christopher Fieldhouse. And then Saturday is the GRU Augusta tri-match, and that's a 3-match Saturday extravaganza, if you will. Jaguars will play Montevallo at 12 o'clock. Belmont, Abbey, and Montevallo play at 2:30, and then we host Belmont to close up the night at 5 o'clock. So 12 and 5 GRU volleyball on Saturday, 7 o'clock on Friday, all here at Christopher Fieldhouse.
Please be sure to come on out or watch it on jaguarsroar.com, which is a site where you can watch not only the videos for the games, but you can check rosters, stats.
What else?
Everything under the sun. You can check. We got some interviews coming up with some very prominent people within the sports realm. I don't know. And I'm talking major behind-the-scenes player. So Taylor, first of all, it's an honor for us to have you on here.
Thanks for having me. I'm excited.
Yes, sir. And also, well, one of the questions I had to jump right off the gun here is, tell me a little bit about yourself and your childhood growing up.
Growing up, born in Atlanta, grew up in Conyers, Georgia.
Nice.
Had 2 great parents, 2 older sisters that kind of showed me the ropes and guided me along, and got into sports when I was real early. Played baseball, started when I was 4, kind of all the way through high school. Played my college, freshman year of college, and that kind of started directly with sports. I know it sounds kind of funny, cliche, but I got hurt while playing baseball on scholarship at Savannah State. So that injury, I was told by a doctor, we can't play baseball anymore. So that kind of led me to, well, what am I going to do, you know? So I was an English major at the time, and I loved writing, always liked writing, just was a passion that I had in, middle school, just liked that part of school. Transferred to Georgia College, and was like, all right, well, what are we going to do, So I jumped on to the journalism route, which is still writing, and I kind of, since I had established writing as a like and an interest, I basically found the avenue that I thought was best fit with the most options, and that led to sports journalism, and I was the sports editor for the newspaper down there at Georgia College. Awesome. So that all looped in, and in return of doing that, I learned what a sports information director was, and met Al Weston, the sports information director at Georgia College, and so that led right into, you can work in sports, you can do that,
Yeah, definitely.
And so starting on the ground level.
And that leads into the next question, and transition perfectly into it, is how did you come across a job here at GRU?
Like I said, I discovered what sports information and what media relations was at a university, and while I graduated October 2012, and when you graduate, you got to find a job, you got to look for a job. So I started looking anywhere, everywhere, job postings online, NCAA market, journalism jobs type deals, and it popped up in Augusta, Georgia. It was open, the assistant sports information director job. Nice. And I came here and had an interview, and it lucked out, and I got my foot in the door at an early spot in my career.
Do you have any part of helping the coaches out in the recruiting process with players or students?
I don't have a direct hand where I'm not like calling recruits or saying, hey, look at this, that,
Right.
look at this video we make, or look at these graphics we made, or sending anything to a recruit.
Right.
But in turn, like you said, I do run the website, jaguarsroar.com, all the social media, all the promotional stuff. So if you want to play sports for the Jaguars at Georgia Regents University and you go to our website and you like our website, or it looks good, or there is a cool video up there and you click on it, that's me kind of helping the recruiting process. You go to our YouTube page and see a bunch of cool promo videos of volleyball having their best season last year, or baseball returning and doing some good things, you know what I mean? So it's kind of the work I put in to make their roster page better, or get a nice headshot, or make a cool graphic, or get a video edited and made. It helps, those parents or those students who are looking at starting their college education, and sports being a huge part of that. They want to see somewhere that has good coverage, and if they're going to be able to tune into their kids' games when it's away or at home, and I'm kind of confident that we can do that, and I like doing that. And yes, the coaches have started to, they use that more and more. They'll ask me, hey, I saw you made a graphic for something. Can you send that to me? I want to put it at the top of something to send to a recruit. So, personable person, real optimistic person.
Right.
And as soon as I got here, I thought, well, if I'm college athletics, it's a communication. It's all it is. We're a communications department ultimately, so we have to communicate well and effectively.
Right.
And the easiest way to do that is to be honest and optimistic and I guess positive with everybody. You just have to, as soon as you meet somebody, get on a good rapport with them. And you don't want to lie to them or kind of mislead them in any way and say you can do something when you can't. But if you're just upfront and honest with somebody and you talk to them like you care about them, you truly care about them and want to help them, it works out tremendously for both.
Research and stuff that you've had a hand in doing some upgrades to
Right.
the production value on the Jaguar side of things. So tell us a little bit about that.
Yeah, so the webcast has been huge. I was able to get a couple donations to boost our webcast, get a couple new cameras, bought a little bit better streaming software, so we're able to add some on-screen graphics when you're watching a game. So at the bottom you can see the score and see the opponents and track the score clock and things like that. So I just started that out this year in September, so I'm hoping that it stays and gets bigger and bigger and grows. And then another thing is just getting some more help. There's been a lot of students, a lot of communication students that are getting involved, and that's helping me be able to cover some more and spread the love more, I guess you could say, to all 13 sports.
Definitely.
Another thing is just videos, not necessarily just the webcast, but doing some more interviews, sideline reporting, side-by-side type stuff. So all that visually, people like to see that. The days of reading a press release and to get the info are kind of dying. Not saying that press releases aren't good. I'm a writing major, like that. But some visual, they want to see an infographic, they want to see a video. And so I'm trying to boost those up as much as possible.
Has there been any kind of chatter about maybe adding like a sport like football or something like that?
There's always chatter. Every year I've been here, there's that chatter about the football team. Right now, I think it's just kind of chatter in the hopes. Obviously, we're in the South. Everybody loves football.
Right.
Right now, I think we want to be the best at Division II, and make our 13 sports the most prestigious and best, not only in the Peach Belt Conference, but in the Southeast region and then the entire NCAA. So right now, a new president coming on board. Who knows? Things down the road, the limits are. Possibilities are endless.
Roar.com for the video feed. You can also, it's now available on YouTube. Tell us more
Correct.
about
Yes.
that.
So we have a YouTube page. I run all the social media, so
Right.
Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, all of that, and including YouTube. So we do have a YouTube GRU Athletics channel that you can go onto and subscribe and log on to it. And we're going to stream all of our home games from there. So instead of going to an outside source or our streaming software, you'll now log directly into our YouTube account.
That's awesome.
And then there's links all on our website. So if you go directly to jaguarsroar.com, you can click on a link right there. And for basketball, for volleyball games, for baseball games, those links will be right there and streamed through our YouTube. So it kind of keeps the fans, concise and in one place on your page. So while they're watching a volleyball game, they might see other videos you've posted along, and just keeps everybody interactive.
Well, and also too, that's an excellent source for getting students involved with it too.
Absolutely.
And the next question that I had is, if students wanted to get involved, how would they be able to do that?
Yeah, if they want to get involved, basically I've gone and talked to a couple communications classes, a couple PR classes on Somerville campus, some undergrad type things. And, it's basically I try to tell them I can be your outlet. Like I said, I need help. I need help covering the 13 sports, and I can be practical work for if you want to be a camera, if you want to work a camera, or you want to be a writer, or you want to be a photographer, or you want to be a commentator, you want to put a headset on and talk about baseball or basketball or volleyball, or you want to market and figure out halftime promotional games and get fans interacted. I can do all those things for you. And basically I tell these students, as soon as I talk to them, I give them cell phone, give them my email, say contact me. You can't be afraid of, you got to talk to everybody, try to get work. If you meet with somebody and you realize maybe it's not the best for them, then that's okay. You met with somebody and
Right.
but you got to just make yourself available and let them know that you need the help, because that's one thing. These communication students are valuable, and they're going to be in the workforce one day, very, very soon. And then they're going to need practical stuff to put in their portfolio to get those big jobs, or B, they're going to want to know how to do those things, and I can do both of those. I can show you how to do that. I can be that venue to get those needs, and and I've had students do it. In the past 2 years, I had an official student photographer who put a bunch of stuff in his portfolio. I wrote him a letter of recommendation, and he's rolling. He's on his way. So,
Awesome.
Endless possibilities.
That's awesome. Now, my final question comes from the avenue of kind of the same scenario, in a sense that if there was a new player coming into GRU, and if there was a new student coming on board to help you out, what advice would you give them, not only in college, but going into the professional ranks of what they're wanting to do?
It's a great question, Blake. I would say, again, I kind of repeating myself, but
Right.
be honest and be optimistic, is I would say. I'm not going to lie, not all the time, not always do I want to be working on a Saturday.
Right.
I don't always want to be in the gym on a Saturday sometimes, or the weekends, but if you're optimistic about it and you say, hey, this is my job, this is what I'm doing, and it is fun at the end of the day. But I would say, ultimately, is get into a job where you truly enjoy it. Money is huge, money makes the world go round, I get it, money is happiness, there's a lot of truth in those things, but you really do have to like what you want to do. That's the one thing I've learned getting into this field, is you have to love going to work every day and logging into the computer, sitting down and starting whatever that is. And that for me is sports and communications and journalism and the media relations field, and I truly do love it.
That's awesome. Well, Mr. Taylor, thank you so much for coming
Always,
on board
man.
with us.
Always.
And y'all, everything that we are trying to do is for you guys. And with that being said, we would like a lot of y'all's feedback on maybe creating content that you guys out there in the Jaguar realm, or the Jaguar universe, would love to see. Now, I know you guys have been clamoring for some good sports coverage. We're looking for assistants, we're looking for videographers, we're looking for editors, we're looking for the whole 9 yards.
So you can actually help out with what we're doing now?
Heck yeah, man. Say this for the world.
You better.
And folks, if you want to help us out, please come join us. Our emails are down here at the bottom.
We're ready.
We hope to see you later. Signing out.